So, welcome to the next edition of Big Talk, the Big Talk Multimedia podcast. I am joined today by Matt and Katie, and I should have said as well that I'm Richard. So, welcome along. If you haven't already, subscribe, like, and share, and it really helps us a lot if you share our podcast with your friends and get the word out. So, Matt, this week, what are we going to look at?
Well, I'm going to be talking about audio. I'm going to be talking about audio and AI. I know you did AI in the last episode, but we can't get enough of it. So mainly I'm going to be talking about Adobe Podcast, the wonderful things it can do, but just about the amazing leaps and bounds that AI is helping us with in audio post-production, I suppose.
And Katie?
I will be talking about these little microphones that me and Richard are wearing, the Rode Wireless Go-To mics, mainly because we've probably had them about 6 months now, but they're becoming like an integral part of our event setup, especially when we're away, different places. It's just easy, pack them up.
What are you going to be talking about, Richard?
I'm going to be talking about our new Thunderbolt docks that we got. Ooh, exciting. For the office.
I can't contain my...
I know, yeah, it's just too much. And this is our first podcast from our brand new office in Bagot Street.
Correct. Yeah. And the window is open, so we might hear some Bagot Street noises.
Indeed, we might. Seagulls, mostly, probably.
And construction work.
Seagulls and construction work, that's what it's all about.
That's right.
So, Matt, I'm going to let you kick off with your podcast, with your audio. Hop on.
Well, podcast all on you.
It's called Adobe Podcast is the main tool that I'm talking about. So if you have Adobe Creative Suite, is that the correct term? The Creative Suite. You also have free access to this online tool called Adobe Podcast. I have found, don't tell anybody, and certainly don't tell Richard or Ian, I have found that you can chuck any old audio, conversational audio, into this machine, and it cleans it up extremely well. It's quite good for streaming for over the internet audio. It's quite good. It's only as good as its source. So if you're missing little bits at the beginning of words, it won't pick it up. But one of the great things it does is it gets a tinny audio, separates it from the background, and gives it this rich, sonorous BBC microphone. It's got a nice low end to it. So I've been processing all of my podcasts using this doohickey, and I've been showered with praise. There's no end to the amount of praise that I've been getting for this stuff. So beforehand, is that enough? Shall I go on a little bit?
No, do go on, yeah.
So there's also, I think Richard might have mentioned it in the last episode, I'm not sure, there's a thing called Notebook LM, which it's a Google tool. Is that correct?
Google tool, yeah.
And that's an AI tool where you can feed it a website or any amount of information, and it will make a podcast out of it with two voices. You don't have much customization in it. That's the problem. And you can't really... So there's two voices talking about the subject that you fed it.
Well, to clone their voices.
It's our friend.
And yeah. So I'm going to make that chop halfway through so that it'll sound really weird. So all of a sudden the seagulls will disappear. Just like that. That's magic. So we'll get it. What I'm talking about Notebook LM for is because you can create podcasts without even using a microphone. We'll get into that point soon. We'll be at that point where we'll be able to take, say, for example, a conversation on the internet. We'll be able to feed it into some software, and it will thematically edit it for you. It will reconstruct the voices of the people that are talking. It will package a podcast, and it will upload it for you. I guarantee you we're less than 12 months away from that. But there's lots of other amazing things. We use 11 Labs to generate clone voices. We also use 11 Labs. Oh no, I use LALAL.ai. I'm not going to bother trying to pronounce it. To remove backgrounds. You can also, it's now getting to the stage where you can split a musical track by instrument. Still not perfect, but it's getting there. DaVinci Resolve can do the same thing. So the future is bright for audio content, not for audio content creators. So
Well, I don't know. I think tools. I think it's going to be a tool for audio content creators, but it's definitely doing a whole lot of the legwork.
yeah,
But it's also, it's doing stuff that we used to be like. I remember we had audio a couple of years ago that had a horn in the background, and we spent hours trying to get rid of it, and we really couldn't get rid of it. Like, we mitigated it a bit, but you just couldn't get rid of it. And now, click, and it's
gone. Yeah,
it's really incredible.
it's great. Or if you have someone talking in a bar, there's background music. You can get rid of it, and then that helps with copyright issues as well, obviously.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So, Katie,
Yes.
what are you going to talk about?
Microphone. Well,
Keeping on an audio
yeah,
theme.
keeping on the audio theme. The Rode Wireless Go 2. Partly because audio is not really my thing. It's new to me. But recently in the last year, going to events, helping out, and more so with the content creation that we do. A lot of the ones that we do for social media are sort of pack up a bag and it's just a small bag, you're going on your own, or there's a small team of you. And using these mics, when I first saw them, I was a bit scared. How do these work? How am I going to get that to compute with the phone and catch the audio? But they're so easy. You've got the one transmitter, I want to call it.
Transmitters.
Yeah.
These are transmitters. I'm already getting it wrong. So we've got the two transmitters with the one receiver. So it means that I can have the receiver attached to one of the phones, more specifically in one of our small rig cages. I can just attach it on top. And then if it's, say, an event where I've got two speakers or doing an interview style kind of piece, which it's really good for, you can mic them both up wirelessly. So they can be in any room, any sort of scenario, an event, and they can just talk to each other and it will go directly into the phone. And it means that I've got their audio clear as day amongst whatever's going on.
Yeah.
It just makes it so much easier, especially when I'm at events on my own.
Great.
But yeah.
They're cool.
Yeah.
They come in, well, you can buy them one receiver and one transmitter, or two transmitters and one receiver. And you can use up to 8 of them at one time, but you need a receiver for every 2 transmitters.
Yeah, so you need 4 inputs.
Yeah.
For 8.
Yeah.
But they won't cross over frequencies, that's what they're saying, I guess.
That's what they claim.
Yeah.
We have 3.
We have, we'll get there eventually. But we're trying to go totally wireless. It's great now, because last episode we talked about the Hollyland, the video transmitter and receiver, and now we've got audio transmitter and receiver, and it's great in a big hall, or as you say, if you're on your own, not having wires traipsing around the place and trip hazards and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. Anything that takes wires out of the equation is much to be admired.
Yeah, we love it. We love it.
So, down to me.
Down to
And we are going to have an unboxing.
Ooh, a show and tell.
Show and tell. But this is not going to be a fancy unboxing where everything is done with beautiful precision. It's going to be more like this, or just stuff out. So this is the OWC Thunderbolt dock, and it is a piece of hardware that sits on your desk, and it you connect to your computer. You need a computer that's capable of Thunderbolt, has a Thunderbolt port on it. So any Apple Mac computer made in the last 7 or 8 years probably will be Thunderbolt compatible. And probably most of the PCs out now, Thunderbolt, we're kind of a Mac only operation here.
Yeah.
But you plug your Thunderbolt cable into the back, plug in, you can then take out a monitor feed out using USB-C, or you have a bunch of old-fashioned USB 3 ports here. We have digital audio, gigabit Ethernet, and display port at the back. And at the front, we have our micro SD, an SD card reader, headphones, another USB, and another Thunderbolt port. So loads of connectivity, and these things are super handy if you're using a laptop on the go. So you have your laptop, you come back to the office, plug it into this thing, and this will stay plugged into your monitor, your speakers, or anything else that you've got set up on your desk, hard drives, and so on. And all you need is one cable to plug your Mac in, and away you go.
And it charges your Mac as well.
And it charges your Mac. You don't even need to have your power brick with you.
No.
Out 10 in one. Then.
So yeah, super little box. It's great. So I love these things. I've been using them for years. But yeah, that's a little present for Katie.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, it's like Christmas.
Yay.
Super cool.
So yeah, that's it for me for this one. And have we anything else to impart to the listeners / viewers?
No. Not that I could think of.
No.
No, it sounds. That's what, are we going to do a song? No.
Happy
I
man.
don't want us to do a song.
If we are, it's on you.
Not this
Not this time. We'll rehearse next time.
Maybe for next time.
Yeah. A viral dance.
Absolutely. Oh, that's a great idea. Okay. We'll get Ian on next one. He'll like to do a barrel dance.
Exactly.
He'll love that.
Perfect.
So we'll see you guys next time. Thanks again for watching and listening. And please do like, comment, subscribe, etc.
Etc.
Etc. Etc. On everything.
Absolutely.
On everything. On your grandmother.
And don't forget to follow us on social media.
Cool. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.